Welcome everybody, thanks for joining us for our latest Tech Check video. Today we're going to be taking a look at G-Form's latest gravity-inspired mountain bike protection line. They're working with a new RE-ZRO protection material that's completely biodegradable and some really cool tech inside there. So let's dive in, learn about the new gravity-inspired mountain bike protection line from G-Form. So flying over the new pads at a very high level, we have got the three different products here on offer. There are knee and elbow pads for both the Mesa and the Terra line, and there's also this MX Spike chest back protector. So three different offerings, kind of more your aggressive trail shredder to maybe enduro rider who doesn't want, bigger burly pads. These come with a level 1 certification. Then you move into the Mesa pads, which have a flexible hard shell, that's level 2. And then you're gonna get into the MX Spike chest and back protector shirt. And we'll kind of talk about each of those in a little more detail. But first, let's get into something really neat, and that is the RE-ZRO protection technology. RE-ZRO is the new protective material that is used inside of the G-Form Gravity line. And again, as we said, 3 to 5 years is how long it will take this thing to fully disintegrate, decompose, biodegrade in a landfill. In order for this to begin biodegrading, it needs to be in an oxygen depleted and microbe-rich environment. So I don't know, I've ridden with some people whose gear bags might qualify under that, but for the most part, this thing will not begin to biodegrade until it is in a landfill. So RE-ZRO uses what they call a SEAS, or supermolecule energy absorption system, to dissipate and absorb impacts and protection. So like other non-Newtonian materials, D3O is one that comes to mind. It relies on shear thinning as a way to absorb that impact. And essentially when it feels an impact, the structure of it changes. In this case, it softens to absorb the energy of that impact and kind of distribute that out so it doesn't go through and transfer to the rider or the rider's body parts behind that protection. This is the thinner of all the offerings here. It is what's found in the Terra level 1 pad, but it is, as you can see, very flexible and pliable, pretty thin if you flatten it out, and the ventilation looks to be very impressive. So one of the last things we'll talk about with this RE-ZRO stuff, being that it is made from a single type of polymer and is I don't want to call it a sensitive product, but it is something that is built to biodegrade and decompose, making it a lot friendlier for the environment. You don't really want to put this in a washing machine and expose it, I should say, to a lot of chemicals or other harshness. So pulling it out and washing the pads in a washing machine without this is great. You can use a wet towel, run under some cold water, anything like that, and keep these clean and freshened up. But they're easy to pull out. There's a nice open sleeve. Pull it out, throw the pads in or I should say the rest of the protective sleeve in the washer and dryer, and you should be good to go. So knee and elbow pads are available in the Terra pad, and then we'll move up here and we'll get into the Mesa. The Mesa is the next step up. It is more of your full-on enduro, I guess, gravity-focused e-bike rider or downhiller. It relies on a 4-layer protection system and offers level 2 certification. And first off, you can notice that it has a double Velcro closure up top, as well as a Velcro and flat stitched zipper on the back, so you will be able to easily take these on and off with your shoes on, which is pretty nice and something we like. This looks kind of like an updated version of the E-line, which coincidentally we sort of helped with a lot of feedback and development of when that E-line pad came out, and we were pretty big fans of it. There was a couple things that could be improved, and it looks like a lot of those have been addressed, namely with this little protective sleeve that goes over that zipper to kind of aid in the comfort for some of the riders who had issues with that zipper aggravating or irritating their calf. Similar to that Terra pad, This is easily removable. There's a nice cut open slit there for you to pull that pad out. And when you do that, you can see the different layers in this 4-layer pad that all work together. So you have a flexible hard plastic outer shell, a little bit of a kind of a foamy pad behind that. Then of course you've got your RE-ZRO pad, and then in here you've got a really nice perforated, soft, delicate foam, which is gonna sit up a little bit closer up against your knee and give comfort and a little bit of a barrier between like a harder, firmer plastic. Then behind that, got a nice soft ventilated mesh area, silicone grippers on the pad there to keep it in place. The back of the calf area does not have silicone grippers. It is nice mesh and breathable. Also with perforated mesh here in that Velcro strap. This should be a really nice pad, and we look forward to putting more time on this for the review. Similar with the elbow here, you've got a multi-layer system, really nice breathable mesh on the inside of the arms, a little bit of padding here on outside and inside for kind of those impacts as you're tumbling and sliding around through the rock gardens. Same silicone grippers there, which also are found but a little bit less aggressive than those on the Mesa. They're not quite as thick, they're not quite as large, and just a little bit better for longer rides, more pedaling stuff that you'll be doing in a little bit of a lighter pad. Down at the bottom, they've got kind of these little micro grippers on the calf, which are great because they aren't quite aggressive enough to pull hair or cause irritation, but just enough to kind of keep those pads in place. Also a nice big cutout in the back and a pretty thin breathable mesh in the back. So next up, we'll move on to the MX Spike shirt. So the MX Spike top here has a level 1 chest and a level 2 back protector, both of which are removable. So if you want to take the front out and just have spine protection, or you want to take the rear out because you've got a hydration pack that has a built-in spine protector, or you just want some comfort but you want to have a little bit of chest padding, if you're a moto rider and you want to have a little roost protection up front, or you don't want roost protection but you just want to have that spine, you can kind of customize this how you want. Some of the neat features include a full-length zipper, so it runs all the way down to the bottom there. You've also got nice elastic and adjustable Velcro side panels to ensure the fit is exactly how you want it, depending on how wide or skinny you are. What's cool is that there's a bit of a locator or keeper here in the center of the back that keeps those straps exactly where they're supposed to be. Nice ventilated and perforated cutouts on both sides of the padding, so that air and moisture and sweat and all that stuff can kind of move through and keep you comfortable on hot days. Also for neck brace riders, there are some elastic hoop straps, as well as a pretty nice, I don't want to call it too thick, but it's definitely a little bit of a padded and very perforated and ventilated upper here. So it'll help give a little bit of a padded perch for a neck brace. I'll open this thing up here real quick so you guys can take a look at the inside of this unit. And again, just like the rest of the pads, pretty easy access port here. You can see this perforated kind of thicker mesh that allows the pad to sit just a little bit off your skin and help get sweat and moisture off and airflow coming through. So obviously with all of our tech check videos, you know, these are new products that we haven't really had a lot of time or opportunity in. They're not reviews, but instead an opportunity for us to showcase technologies, features, and let you guys know our initial thoughts and impressions, holding, trying on, and wearing the stuff here around the office, or, you know, maybe if weather permits, out on the trail. Sadly, it's been a little cold and snowy for us, so outside time has been minimal. That being said, one, I love the color purple, so I think I'm a little more excited than I might be for, you know, if it was like a different color, like pink or blue or red. But that said, not too much purple is visible, just a little tag and a little cutout to kind of let you know something special's inside on the Mesa, or sorry, on the Terra pads. Once you get into the Mesa pads, you don't really see much other than through some of the ventilation holes here in the hard shell, or the flexible hard shell. So if you don't like purple like I do, shouldn't be a deal breaker, I hope. That said, the quality of the materials, the stitching, all that sort of stuff seems like it's pretty nice quality. It should hold up and be nicely put together. G-Form is actually using a tear-resistant material on the Mesa pad, which I think is a really good call for kind of the more aggressive, you know, downhill shuttle, downhill focused e-bike rider. So if you do hit the deck or are bushwhacking a little bit off the sides of the trail, these things should hold up really well. You've got a nice abrasion resistant material here on the top of the protector. And other than that, you know, seams, grippers, all that stuff seem to be paid attention to and strategically placed. So I think it's going to be a pretty nice set of padding and product range for different types of riders. We envision ourselves wearing these a lot on like aggressive 120, 130 bikes, probably up to mellower days on a 160 bike. But I think like that 125 to 150 range will be prime for these guys. This will definitely be something we'll be putting time on for shuttles, aggressive e-bike days, and possibly even some bike park laps once the season opens up. I'm a big fan of chest protectors and back protectors especially, so I definitely think we'll be wearing this product. It seems like it's got a nice fit, good ventilation, good comfort, so definitely stay tuned for some long-term reviews on each of these products. Ask any questions, things you want us to compare these to, anything else that stands out to you guys. We'd love to answer those in our long-term reviews. So thanks very much to G-Form for sending this stuff out just ahead of the launch so we could have some time, create this video, and showcase some information to you guys. So thanks very much. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you out on the trails.